How's it going, YouTube? Can anyone guess what this video is going to be about? I'll give you a hint. I made a video, I guess close to a year ago of my collection, and it's probably doubled since then, so I figured I'd make another one, and people seem to like Ratchets. So, figured this might get some views. I'm not going to talk about every one of these because it'd be 2 hours long, but we'll skim through them real quick. Obviously, I don't use all these. More of a collection. I'm not really like into one particular brand. I'm not picky. I try them all. Show you some ones not to buy and some of my favorites. I'll start with the older stuff. I like to pick up Ratchets anywhere, like at the flea market. Prefer the old USA ones. Let's see, you got. I'll show them to you if they're worth showing. About that. Old Challenger Proto. It's got the SK design. Wizard, which is one of my favorite ones of the old ones. Got a couple pennants. One right here. Or pennants and Pincraft, which was JCPenney's. Eastco, which used to be a pretty big company. No longer. Couple old Craftsman. Not really into Craftsman anymore, or ever, for obvious Chinese reasons. Williams Super Ratchet, which needs to be restored, but used to be a pretty popular ratchet. Cornwell, her brand, a Fuller, another Wizard, Sparta, New Britain. That's actually a pretty decent ratchet. I think they used to sell these at Napa. Pretty decent little ratchet for the age. Her brand, Plum. Old Kmart Companion. Popular Mechanics. Channel Lock USA. Just picked up these two. Some more very mediocre ones. Like this Matco, it extends. It's not very special at all. Crappy Crescent. The Stillman Cobra is pretty unique. It has a 160 tooth, but it's a little overrated. I'm gonna get my stand. Alright, that's better. Where did I leave off? Got a power built spark plug ratchet, Crescent pass-through ratchet. If I can get it to work. Well, anyways, this pops out and you can use pass-through sockets. Very gimmicky, but it's basically like a ratchet wrench. The old Allen brand. Got a DeWalt, which is okay. A couple tiny ratchets, Eris and Totten. This one's a Totten as well. Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh. The Easy Red, which is 3/8 on one side and 1/4 inch on the other, and it's lock and flex, which is pretty neat. Got some Gearwrench 92, some of the older Gearwrench 72, some Gearwrench 84 tooth, and I have a Gearwrench 120 XP. So about got all those covered. Got one of the Ingersoll Rands, which a lot of people probably haven't heard of. They haven't been out but maybe a year. 90 tooth. Decent starter ratchet. Eris. Capri, which isn't not really my favorite. They make good tools, but Ratchet could be better. Tekton, which they're fairly good ratchets, pretty strong. Some of the old Cobalts, which were USA made, pretty sure Armstrong made them. Got one of the Taiwan Williams ratchets. They also have a USA one that I do not have. Couple Duralast ratchets from AutoZone, which ain't that bad. Got a SK11, which is a Japanese brand. I think this was made in Taiwan. If I can get this to stand. Cute little flex head. I like this ratchet a lot. One of the old Snap-on. This does not focus. I think I have too many lights on. Anyways, got my Big Daddy Snap-on. I think it's 25 inches. And I'm trying to be fast because so many. Feel free to comment on any of these if you want to know more, if they're worth buying, or I paid for all of these. Got one of these gimmicky Stanley indexing ratchets, which never had a case where I needed it, but it is cool for the price. I wouldn't go pay $100-something for a name brand one. Got a Wright, which makes everything in America. Great company. Sorry, I'm trying to keep these from all toppling over. Talk about chroming. As far as chroming goes, there's a few of these that stand out, which doesn't really matter when you're working, but it's always nice. Like the Wright, they do really great chrome jobs. Also, I got this Black Hawk not long ago, and I was like amazed at how good the chroming is on it. And of course the SK, they do pretty good chroming. This Black Hawk and Carlyle, even this SK11, I feel like are made from the same manufacturer. Like if you just look at the quick release, and may be wrong, but I feel like at least the Black Hawk and the Carlyle they're the only ratchets I see that have this, which is hard to see, but I've heard there might be from Tone, but I have no clue, honestly. Oh, wasting time. Got a Snap-on. I don't have that many Snap-ons, just like 3 or 4. With the old SK round heads, which are, I don't use those, but they're nice to have. And my SK LP90 collection, which is up to 4. These are really nice ratchets. I don't have any complaints other than they don't have a comfort grip. Cornwell, 72 tooth. Don't use it that much, but it's a decent ratchet. Strong. This neat Vim tools. It's a, what do you call these? A swivel roto head ratchet. If I can get it to work. It locks, so you can put it in any certain position. Spin the wheel, and it's locked there. It's a push button too. A little gimmicky, but I like it. Then I got my Hazet, Germany. Really like this thing too. A little bit pricey, but good brand. The Carlyle bit ratchet, and then the 1/4 inch and 3/8 lock and flex. Some of my go-to ratchets for the flex head. And I got my one snap-on 3/8. Which is obviously a really good brand if you want to pay for it. And go to this Proto, which is the older design. The only Proto I have. Yeah, very coarse toothed. And my favorite is obviously Matco, if you can tell. The 18 inch, the 15 inch, two of the 12 inches, and then I got a 1/4 inch one. As far as flex head goes, these are the best. Gearwrench makes something similar, but Matco's the king of that. You may have a different opinion, but the snap-on lock and flex it's not really that great. It's Carlyle, it's got the push button, which can be a nuisance if you don't want it locked, but really slim design. Smooth ratchets. I'm gonna show you. We'll make like a favorites pile. Alright, if I'm gonna grab a ratchet and I'm not gonna use, I mean, these are pretty much ruled out a lot of times you'd use a ratchet or an impact, but if I'm gonna grab a ratchet, this is usually one of the ones I'm gonna grab. I guess it just depends on if I wanna, how dirty I'm gonna be and whatever mood I'm in. But Matco, Snap-on, Carlyle, Hazet, SK, my old Blackhawk, the Vim tools, Gearwrench is a good, decent ratchet. SK11's a little neat for top spots, and a Tekton. Those are just some of my favorites. Not to say some of the other ones ain't good, but it's just my personal preference. But yeah, this is a long enough video. If you have a question on any of them, let me know. Thanks. Subscribe.